Good evening everyone, welcome back to Tom Plays Factorio for absolute beginners. We are working on rails and hurting for ammunition. So, one thing that did occur to me is this is actually the first time I've tried to do piercing rounds throughout. So the ammunition is getting made much more slowly than I'm used to. I think is part of the problem I am having. But it's fine. So we're about to discover solar energy at least. So solar power's kinda cool, but it only works during the day, so to be useful we really need batteries as well, so that we can store the excess power during the day and release it at night. So while we will want to set up some solar energy to build, solar panels to build, we really do need to work on the batteries as well. Which I'm guessing would be... How do we get those? We didn't just get them along with solar power, did we? No, we didn't. Okay, fine. Right, so we probably need to move our technology on. Yeah, I think this is what's holding us up, automation 2. So that should be the next thing we research. Which is fine. Okay, so we've got... Oh yeah, rail chain signals. Solar panel. Copper plate, steel plate, electronic circuits. Well, we certainly have plenty of copper plate. Plenty of electronic circuits. Not so much steel plate. Interesting. Just trying to think what would be the best way to do this. We could set up some steel production down here, but getting the coal there is going to be a minor pain. Of course, we probably won't need coal forever, so I could just put it in manually for now. So then where would that leave us? That would leave us needing to make electronic circuits. Copper wire and iron. Okay, well that seems fair. And this seems regionally chock-a-block at the moment, at least. In theory, we could even put the steel production somewhere here so we could get the coal over, I suppose. Might want to redesign that once, if we decide we want to expand this, of course. Which we may at some point. Okay, well let's... If nothing else, at least this is probably going to be a bit of a one-off. So let me just put some solar panel manufacturing here. I need an iron chest to hold them. I'm wondering if you actually need solar panels for the final type of vial. Oh, that's technically endgame anyway. Right, so if I tried to just put a couple of steel furnaces out. Nope, that wasn't what I was going for. Yeah, you can all go together. That's fine. And then grab more walls while I'm here. And ditch this stone. I wondered why the amount was starting to go down a little. There we go. Should probably keep an eye on this, really. Oh yeah. That looks like there might be a mine missing. It's absolutely the last thing we want. Not one, but two. Two missing mines. There we go. We're on heavy armour, aren't we? Yeah, I'm thinking we are going to want to clear some bases. Be really useful to get some extra protection and weapons tech and stuff like that. Not urgent though. So how would this even work? Let's see. I want to split off the iron. And I'm going to want to split it off again. Because I need to make some electronic circuits. So, I'm looking at 2 more assembly machines. One of them purely for making copper wire. To make electronic circuits for this one. Okay. So I can actually just take a straight alternative feed for this. little bit of a convoluted way for the steel to go, but I'm sort of thinking in terms of it being an alternative provider for steel. So I could put those more central, really. Oh, that one was more central. Right, so there is no central way to do it at the moment because it's 4 squares. That's fine. I should just ditch some coal in there so they can get started. And of course, get some actual power working. Now how do we want to do this? Like this, I think. Little reminder there. The clock is ticking on getting our defences working. Okay, so I need some iron going down here. So that's actually a really terrible place to put the the power distributor, whatever they call this, the medium electric pole. Okay, you also need copper. Right, so this copper feed we diverted. Need to divert a little further. And there we go. We are making solar panels. Okay, so assembling machine 2, the main difference, as well as using a lot more power and being faster, is it can do fluids. So we can now do assembly things with fluids. It isn't actually coming up at the moment because we do not have any oil. We haven't found the oil yet. So, what else do we need? Actually, lab research speed would be good. That should actually mean that we're using fewer automation packs, so it's worth doing fairly early. If I'd noticed it, I might have done it sooner. Not to worry. In any case, we're now manufacturing solar panels, so that's all good. So we should ideally replace all of our assembling machines with assembling machine 2. Not in too big a rush on that just yet though. Yeah, that's fine. How are we doing for ammunition, more to the point? And what's holding us up? Steel. As is so often the case. Our steel production is the problem. And I should make a little box for holding steel down here as well. Still, we'll probably need lots of solar panels anyway. Not to worry, it's fine. We will catch up, no doubt. Let's check on the wall. Oh, okay. Looks like we've actually caught up. Well, that's good. Okay, so all of the gun turrets are operational now. So we just need to extend them a bit further. Get a little closer to this base. Still trying to cut down minimal trees, but there's a limit. Yep. Yeah, that's interesting. I did not intend to do that. Looks like we've got something else in the way. Tree is in the way. I would like to get the tree out of the way in that case, please. But, avoiding deforestation to the point that I'm going to run unnecessary underground belts everywhere. Certainly not for these trees. Maybe for the bigger ones with loads of leaves on them. Okay, well that's a bit better. Kind of wondering how we're going to utilise this mine as well. Can't quite decide whether it justifies a train or not, you know. And if we just do it with transport belts, then we could do it before we get the trains fully operational, which would be nice. On the other hand, it doesn't mean running a transport belt all the way over here. Which is a lot. So our other concern is making a loop. I feel like we ought to be able to clear this area. Why are my grenades not firing? Right mouse button? Really? Okay. Didn't think it was. In the moment, I'm probably better equipped with grenades than I am with ammunition. Still. Okay, apparently that's achievement worthy now. Right. So that's the small base dealt with. So yeah, I guess we absolutely could make a loop here. Looks like I've triggered an attack with that, unless it's a coincidence. It's not like it has to be particularly big, so probably won't actually keep these railroads diverging, because really the points where I want them to diverge are the loops. I want them protected anywhere that they diverge. But if I actually put the loop here, say, I don't know, I think that might work quite well. Also managed to put it in. Oh no, I didn't. No, the tree was affected by acid. You see, the natives are destroying their own trees now. Shocking. So the problem here is, can I destroy excuse me, oops. Can I destroy this base? I was going to say. Or am I just going to get myself killed trying? I can get rid of just one of the spawners, that'd help. I don't know, I think I'm being overcautious. Looks like this is well within my capabilities. In fact, looks like all the spitters are already dead. Or whatever those things are that protect them. So that was actually pretty easy. Okay, brilliant. So the idea is that, I mean, it doesn't have to be huge anyway, does it? It just needs to be big enough. Grief. Trains can come in, stop by traffic lights, and then leave again. It's fine. So we'll probably pick some of these rails up as well. Have as a 3-part system. So definitely getting to the point where we might as well have radar, because we're getting attacked anyway, and I'm attacking them, to be fair. It's not all one way. But yeah, that should work pretty well, I think. Right, so let's keep souping up the ammunition if we can. Sort of thinking about where I'd put this massive conveyor belt if I'm actually going to do it. I suppose it'd come in here, wouldn't it? Can't realistically do it until we got the wall finished. I'm a bit worried about it getting damaged even now, but we'll see. In theory, they shouldn't actually attack a conveyor belt. Yeah, it's something I haven't really pointed out, but a lot of the time they will automatically put in underground conveyor belts if one's needed, and if you've got some in your inventory. That's frequently not desired behaviour. But, you know, it's a cool feature, even so. Certainly for people who are in a big hurry, I'm sure it's very, very welcome. Alright, so if we're gonna start at the top, say. Okay, so in theory that would actually work now. I just need to get that base protected enough. Well, get that mine, potential mine, protected enough so that it can afford to mine things. So one of the components of assembling machine 2 is assembling machine 1. So it can actually be quite useful to replace these things one by one. Because then you end up with an assembling machine 1 in your inventory. So in theory this now moves much faster. And then when you make assembling machine 2, it uses the assembling machine 1 that you had as a spare. Let me make a few more fast inserters. Hasn't really come up yet, but just want to feel like that's going a bit faster. See, this looks like more of a bottleneck. And again, here, this one's going more or less constantly. So I think it's the only one. I don't think there's a problem with the others necessarily. But speeding that one up is definitely not a bad thing. I'll probably replace them all eventually. Okay, so we need to extend the wall, basically. So let's get more steel being made. Let's grab the steel that we do have. Dump a load of it into the ammunition creator. So this isn't actually backing up, to be fair. So probably don't need to worry too much about speed on those. But if I can just get the wall down to the level of a mine, that'll give us protection from one direction at least. Should restock on grenades as well. Close are we? Some point they will actually start attacking these. Which is pretty much going to be the point at which you want to go and take them out. It's kind of worth seeing how close we can get before that happens. Oh, good grief. Yeah, there's another one. It's a good thing these things aren't wasted. Alright, this one's definitely in the way. So arguably I could use a tree as a barrier, seeing as the natives won't knowingly destroy the trees, but I just want to know that this is covered. Okay, so this one's not quite full yet. We're going for 10. Fine. It's not so bad, I guess. A bit more progress anyway. Probably going to want to give this its own defenders in any case. Let me just go get some more ammunition. Just thinking I wouldn't mind having a couple of those going at least. Going to need to power the mine. Who seem to be doing things with power lines in the dark? Very annoying. Right, we're good. Let's make a third. Totally happy to use this entire thing up if needed. Right, I'm going to put another gun turret down. This area is actually quite defensible. I don't know if I mentioned, but it doesn't actually matter which way they face, they turn around to face all directions. So we may get attacked here, we may not. But at least it should give us more iron production. I was going to stuck on grenades, wasn't I? Grenades, grenades. There we go, perfect. Took me to 99. And there's a minimal amount of ammo. Right, brilliant. Let's just check. There's some mine up here again. And then I'm going to see if we've got some more railways. Try and get that loop finished. Might call it a day after that. Okay, brilliant. Another mine has gone. So, we're going to need to... Oh yeah, not too bad. I'll stick one here. Stick a mine in there. And we can actually fit another one in now. Which is good. There. Because I also don't mind using all of these up. So that should actually give us a fair bit more iron production, which is good. Might solve a bunch of problems. Okay, railways. Still only got 82. That's a steel thing, isn't it? So we are kind of solving that by pushing them into the steel and by upping the amount of iron. How are you for coal? You're fine for coal. Yeah. Just need more iron as per usual. Oh, actually, we probably won't get attacks here anymore. They were probably from the 2 bases I destroyed. That's something. See, I'm thinking maybe because this loop is a bit narrow horizontally, maybe if I just make it a little bit longer vertically. As with everything I'm doing today, it's probably excessive. Actually, let's judge the scale down there a bit. Yeah, that'll do. If I just cannibalise these a bit. we go. Not going for perfection here or anything. I might try to get this actually coming in horizontally though, because it'll make it easier to add doors later. If we just send you up here instead. I'm just gonna take you out completely horizontally. Join you up, that's good. And then this again is going far further down than it needs to. I'm just going to take you out horizontally as well. Okay, brilliant. I think that's now done. So yeah, so that was the idea. I don't know if we want to have a bypass to this station so that it's possible for trains to go through here even when there's someone at the station. I think we probably do, honestly. But this is sort of a general idea. So we've got a full loop that they can all go around now. These are going to be protected and contain solar gear. And from there, we can expand the rail systems further out, primarily to that mine. But yeah, in some ways I kind of feel like some of the pressure's off for the rail, as far as iron's concerned at least. Simply because kind of feel like I've gone a bit too close there. I know I don't want to interfere with the doors or anything. You have to be quite cautious when deleting these. But yeah, let's not go mad. So I'm thinking of the wall being kind of in line with this bit of the lake anyway, so probably around here. So I just don't want the rail shenanigans to be too close to the entrances, that's all. But no, so we'll make this as a bypass as well, and then I think the rail is looking pretty good. So we'll have an alternative quarry. Coal is probably ultimately going to be a big one. Going to need to find a way to get to that copper. Although there's copper here as well, so we could do that instead. Yeah, quite happy with that. Progress. Actual decent progress. And considerably more iron production. In fact, enough iron production that we're in danger of needing another copper mine. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Brilliant. So, don't have enough walls, totally out of rail, of course. But then we shouldn't need too much more. The next thing we're probably going to be doing is going to be building the wall further. Hopefully taking that base down, but I'm going to leave that for next time. But that is an amount of progress I am pretty happy with. Okay, and we've finished lab research speed 1, which is good. I mean, that honestly doesn't do much. All that's actually going to do for us is, well, say it doesn't do much, that does a lot, because it's going to make the research more efficient, so effectively we will no longer need as many of these vials. So as well as making the research happen a bit faster, it's actually going to save us a ton of resources in the long run. So that's actually brilliant, which is why I often go for those quite early on, because while it does mean you have to wait longer to get the benefits of new research, it also means that in the long run you are much better off. So tend to be how I habitually do things, is take the short-term hit for the long-term benefit. Okay, not quite enough rails to finish this off, and of course we're going to need more traffic lights once this is in place, but we will deal with that next time. Thank you for watching, and I will see you then.